Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters, for the perfect grace, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that's here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this moment. We thank you for this moment of clarity, peace, and ease. We thank you for all the goodness that is here. As we celebrate this moment of life, we celebrate the expansion of life into a space of grace, harmony, and joy. We allow all that we see, all that we dream of, all that we would like to be present right now. We allow anything that is distracting or disturbance or fearful, we allow those things to recede. And we allow right now for a wonderful connection with the angels to be full of grace, full of enlightenment, and full of expansion. So let's just breathe in to right where you are right now, the space that you are right now. Let's very simply notice Archangel Michael, perhaps above your head, perhaps on the roof of the structure that you're in. And if we could just breathe in and feel the connection between you and Archangel Michael, and him indeed encouraging everything to have a lift to it. There's an upward momentum. If we could just breathe into that, and allowing your body to respond to the Archangel, allowing your energy field to respond to the Archangel Michael. We could just breathe in. And if we could very simply say out loud, thank you, Archangel Michael, for being with me. And perhaps through the crow that you might hear in the distance, it's very simply just notice nature calling out, the flowers reaching out to you, the trees, the birds, with a graceful, gentle invitation for expansion to just be. And if we could just breathe in and feel the oxygen you're taking in being part of nature, part of you. Let's just notice your needs being met. Wonderful. So we'll notice Archangel Michael above you. Let's notice right in front of you, right with you, Archangel Gabriel. And as always, Gabriel could show up as a female figure or a male figure. It doesn't matter so much. If we could just breathe in. Let's notice Gabriel perhaps embracing you by the side of your arms or your shoulders. If we could just breathe in. And if we could feel Gabriel aligning their eyes with your eyes, their heart with your heart, their soul with your soul, aligning everything, chakras, eyes, heart. We could just breathe in. Let's very simply feel Archangel Gabriel showering angelic grace into all of your systems, all of your senses, into your intuition, into your energetic field. And as we might say to the crow in the distance, let's let Gabriel say to you, I hear you. And if we could just breathe into being heard. And everything that we shared as intention, be that the desire for fun, for peace everywhere, for grace, for grounding, for faith, for hope, for deep understanding, for a wonderful deep connection with the angels and with others, for healing, for support, for a deep connection. Let's breathe in. Let's let all those things happen now. And if we could do one thing, let's just lovingly allow our attention in this moment to go to Archangel Gabriel right in front of you. And just feeling fluidly, just noticing this exchange of energy. Gabriel flooding you with angelic grace, enhancing the good, diminishing the things that don't serve us, the distractions, and letting pristine energy flow. And let's notice us, placing our full attention on Archangel Gabriel, who could be with each of us at once. There's no limitation with angels. So if we could just breathe in. Wonderful. And if we could notice Archangel Gabriel realigning and perhaps being right up, talking into the top of your head, talking into your crown chakra, we could just breathe in and notice this cascade of prayers that Gabriel says into you and for you. And if we can notice the 7 major chakras being like lenses, and when Gabriel talks into the crown chakra, that it goes down into all those different chakras. If we could just breathe in. And indeed to feel this cascade of grace, of help, of expansion. And the crow has flown off, so we'll just breathe in. Let's notice what it's like to not have to ask for anything, but just to receive. To just receive. Let's just breathe into that. Whether you feel this, see it, hear it, or know what's happening. Wonderful. We'll notice Archangel Gabriel continuing this process. We'll notice Archangel Zadkiel, Zadkiel, Archangel Zadkiel, angel of mental function. Let's notice Gabriel coming forward and doing some rewiring, creating stronger connections, replacing any weak connections or any old wiring that doesn't serve you anymore. Especially removing any wiring that fixates on worth or deserving, or you got to do this to get that. Let's just take in a breath and let the Zadkiel just do some very gentle and very helpful changes. And very specifically, we'll notice as this work continues right where you are, let's notice the goddess Coventina coming forward, who works with purity and detoxification. If we can notice her coming forward and placing her hands on your feet and perhaps placing your feet on her body. And if we could let her from your feet, using your feet as a means to release any toxins from you, including thought toxins, toxic thoughts, anything toxic from the atmosphere, including the emotional atmosphere, any projections, any fear. Let's let her also, let her just do this fluidly, to release all assumptions, including assumptions about yourself. Any I can'ts or I always. Let's just take in a breath and let's detox assumptions. Let's feel and notice and enjoy a wonderful flow of pure unconditional love right here, right now, for your highest good. Pardon me. We could just take in a breath. Wonderful. Let's let all that work happening to your physical body and your physical existence continue. with Zadkiel, Gabriel, Michael above, and Coventina. If we could just notice all that happening. And let's just go into a non-physical space. If you could just notice your spirit self, your energetic self, flying perhaps 50 feet in the air with Archangel Michael as your guide. Just let Michael grab your hand. Let's very simply let Archangel Michael take you forward into space, into time. If we could just breathe in. Let's just notice you and Michael together blessing your future. Blessing this day, blessing tomorrow, blessing all of next week. Let's very simply notice that, and just that being the focus, the blessing everything. Blessings for radiant health, blessings for new projects, blessing for protection and safety for all, including you and your loved ones, including all of humanity and all of nature. Great decisions being made all around. Great decisions and loving decisions being made in governments, industry, corporations, individuals, post offices, militaries. We'll notice humanity focusing on helping humanity. We notice everyone in Haiti having everything they need. We notice peace happening in Afghanistan. We notice great decisions being made for the highest good of all, and forethought happening for the future. We choose to let blessings happen to end anything that might look like violence or greed. And we allow right now for there to be enough for everyone: generosity, peace, harmony, optimism, hope. We can notice you and Michael. And if you could just notice as you plant these seeds, infuse and intend, placing an intention, which is vastly different than a reaction. If we could just notice thousands of angels, thousands of guides, thousands of people, millions of people joining you in prayer, in intention, and creating something new. And in this space of hope, in this space of possibility, in this space of great optimism, we'll just notice on a personal level, a new arena of possibility. So we choose to leave behind the I always, or I can never, how come I? Let's leave those things behind. Let's just very simply say out loud, I can. I can be peaceful. I do connect deeply with the angels. I am right on time. I do trust my body. I do have a lot to say. I love my life. I am born at the right time. I participate mightily in the good of the planet. There is enough for everyone, including all of nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me always. Thank you, angels, for helping everyone and everything to thrive. I release limiting thoughts. I release living in limitation. I am limitless. There is enough for everyone, including me. I am open and receptive to all the good in the universe. Thank you. Wonderful. And with a gesture that might feel like or look like blowing a kiss to all of humanity and all of the world, just very simply take in a breath. And we'll acknowledge and thank Archangel Michael. Let's just come back to where you are right now. And if we could feel the fullness of all the affirmations and the few denials that we said, let's feel the fullness of all that. And in physical reality, right where you are, with Coventina at your feet, with Gabriel aligning chakras, Zadkiel rewiring, or finished rewiring, and Michael on the roof. Let's just take another breath. Let's say out loud, I allow my life to be fun. I choose to notice the fun in this moment. Thank you. Wonderful. So we'll just breathe into all of that. And we'll breathe into all of that. Wonderful. Let's notice Archangel Gabriel kissing on the forehead, right where the third eye is. Like a blessing, like an enlightenment, an illumination. Let's notice Archangel Zadkiel giving you his assurance that things are different. In the same way that a mechanic would start the car for you to show you how different it sounds after a repair, we could just breathe in and let Archangel Zadkiel show you all these systems being infused with goodness, with grace, with love, and with joy. Wonderful. And we'll just lovingly breathe in. And let's once again place your full attention on the three archangels and the goddess that's here. Let's place your attention on Coventina. And whether you feel it, see it, hear it, or know it, or it's telepathic, let's notice her communicating to you what she's done, what she'd like you to know. Wonderful. We'll just breathe in. And we'll say out loud to her, thank you. And placing your attention on Archangel Gabriel, if we could breathe in and notice Gabriel placing Gabriel's hand on your heart. Let's very simply breathe and notice the communication to you from Gabriel. And we'll say out loud, thank you, Gabriel. Let's notice the fact that you could lean on and rely upon Archangel Zadkiel, whether you know him or not. Let's just breathe in. Let's very simply notice what Archangel Zadkiel communicates to you right now. And we'll say out loud, thank you, Zadkiel. Let's indeed notice Archangel Michael on the roof. Let's notice him being able to see everything, and him reporting to you that everything he sees is infused with love, including your structure that you live in, including any vehicles that you have or will use. Just notice that assurance and that peace of mind. And we'll say out loud, thank you, Michael, for seeing everything. Thank you for seeing me. And we'll say to Michael, Michael, anything you want me to know? And we'll just breathe in and we'll say out loud, thank you, Michael. Let's just notice placing hand on your own heart, communicating to yourself. If we could say out loud as your conscious adult self to yourself, just very simply, lovingly say out loud, I can. I am capable. I can do all that I dream of. I can. I release all distractions, including the distraction of doubt. I can. If we could say out loud to yourself, thank you. Wonderful. We'll just breathe in. And with loving clarity, perfect peace, and wonderful joy, we thank the presence of Mother, Father, God, and all the archangels and ascended masters. We thank as well the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity in this moment right now, for wonderful peace, perfect clarity, and outstanding and astounding joy. We celebrate all the goodness that is here. We thank Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, and Coventina for coming forward and being a wonderful team, the perfect team for this moment right now. We celebrate more connection, more peace, and more love. And with generous peace, wonderful grace, and continued hope, we very simply and lovingly ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time, and so it is.